Hi everyone, I'm about to post a video on some footage that I took a while ago when I was posting beans and cucumbers, and to be honest I'm a little intimidated to post. Since I started this YouTube channel was so that I could keep a record of just my garden experiences, my things I've learned, my failures, and I could learn from them. But it is really intimidating to post these things. But I told myself I'm going to do it because there once was a time where I loved watching other people learn to garden, and I just wished that I had my own space where I could garden. Because it wasn't that long ago that I really didn't have any dirt. I had nothing but a few pots, and now I have some yard, so I'm going to take advantage of it and I'm going to learn what I can until maybe one day I have even more space to grow even more. And I'm just going to be thankful, and I'm going to try and not stress about doing everything exactly correctly and perfectly. Today is the day I need to get the rest of my beans and my cucumbers in the ground and clean up that last garden spot that my kids have been playing in. Something that's really challenging about letting your kids play in your garden beds is they really pack them down. So it takes a lot of work to get the soil loose again. So I'm almost there, and then I can plant my seeds. I basically use this book for just about all my planting. I really try and do the square foot method. There is a newer edition, but you can see this one's like falling apart because I have used it so much. So in this bed I'm going to plant cucumbers and beans. So the plants that I'm going to be planting, I'm going to plant some muncher cucumbers, some dragon egg cucumbers, and I've never tried this Tokyo green type cucumber. I'm going to try that one. And then I've got just a few beans here. And then I also have these beans that I saved from last year. They're dragon tongue beans, and they make this really cool purple pod, and I'm going to try and see if I save them all enough to grow these this year. So let's talk beans first of all. So you have bush beans and you have pole beans, and the bush beans can be planted. Bush is 9 plants per square and pole are 8 plants per square. I like to plant pole beans because I don't have that much space, and if I plant pole they grow up. I can stake them, so it saves space. But for whatever reason this year I happen to have a lot of bush variety, so I will be planting some of those, and the dragon tongue that I bought is also a bush variety. Okay, so since these are a pole variety, I can plant 9 per square. I just kind of eyeball it. I'm not really super detailed, but I just get an idea of how long this is and how many seeds I can plant. I'm going to plant one long row so I can stake these up. So I've got these 2 rows done here of the pole beans. So I'll do something to stake them up here when they start growing. Now, the thing I forgot to say, when you plant beans, you really should soak them for a couple of hours before you plant them. It just helps the germination. I didn't do that today because life, and I didn't get it organized enough. So it is what it is. I'll just have to water them a little extra, and they might take a little longer to come up. The other thing you need to do is once they're planted, you really need to cover them with a net or something, because the birds will just come and steal them. And I have a lot of birds around here, so noisy truck just went by. But I have a lot of birds around here, and they like to steal my seeds. Peas, beans, they take them all, and it's frustrating. So it's better to cover it with a net. Just cover it with a net for the first couple weeks till they germinate. Now I'm going to go ahead and plant my my bush beans, my dragon tongue, my contender, and my canter. I don't think I'm saying that right, but I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of that, and then we'll move on to cucumbers. Okay, having those potato bags there makes it so challenging to get the seeds in the ground. So I think next year I'm gonna have to figure something else out because I cannot keep those potato bags between my walkways. Maybe I'll put them along the driveway or something because it's crazy. Now cucumbers, when you plant them, you can only plant 2 per square foot. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these and then we'll get everything watered.
Abby, your face.
It's okay.